Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking Politics on the Hindu's YouTube channel, where I, the paper's political editor, Nistula Hebbar, will be taking you behind the scenes on stories hitting the national headlines in domestic politics. Now, battle is joined in Maharashtra and Jharkhand as both states have gone into full assembly poll mode. But the subject of this week's Talking Politics is a tangential event that will nevertheless have a deep impact on these polls. That is, with all the things that came out of the RSS's annual National Executive Meet, which was held in Mathura on October 27th. So let's start from the very beginning as always and talk about what exactly happened at the National Executive Meet. Now, the National Executive Meet of the RSS was held in the background of the results of the Lok Sabha polls, where the RSS had appeared less than enthusiastic about helping the BJP out electorally. And this was followed by the Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir assembly polls, where a rapprochement between the BJP and the RSS was very much in evidence. So basically, the distance traveled between June 4th and the date that the results came out for the Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir assembly polls, much has happened then, and what happened at the RSS's annual meet, National Executive Meet, reflected all of that. At a press conference following the meet, the National Executive Meet in Mathura, the RSS appeared to endorse a slogan raised by Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, which he raised a couple of months ago at another public rally, that of Batenge to katenge. That is, if we are divided, then we will be slaughtered. This was seen as a way to mobilize Hindu consolidation and consciousness as a political and social force undivided by caste and other divisions of Hindu society. At the press conference, RSS second in command, Dattatreya Hosabale, he recited an old Sangh poem about unity, which goes like this: जब जब हिंदू भाव को भूले आए विपत महान, भाई टूटे शक्ति खोए मिटे धर्म संस्थान. Loosely translated, it means whenever Hindus have forgotten the spirit of the religion, troubles will come. Brotherhood will be broken, power will be lost, faith and culture will be destroyed. Now, the spirit of this is, according to Mr. Hosbale, that Hindu society should remain united, and that if Hindu society gets divided on the basis of caste, creed, religion, then, and he said it, and I quote him, then we will be slaughtered. Well, the katenge, batenge phrase is just another way of communicating the same sentiment about unity, Mr. Hosbale said, and basically endorsing Mr. Yogi Adityanath's slogan at that public meeting. Now, this batenge to katenge phrase has layered implications for the Sangh universe. Sangh Parivar, that is headed by the RSS, with major offshoots like VHP, BJP, Bajrang Dal, Vanvasi Kalyan Ashram, Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh, Bharatiya Kisan Sangh, etc. Now, the first is the fact that Yogi Adityanath has gained center stage of this Sangh annual event. He's not from the Sangh's tradition. He's not from the RSS. He is rather from the Gorakhnath Mutt, which has branches across the country, and his guru and his guru's guru had actually been instrumental in raising the Ram Temple issue from the beginning, even before the birth of the Janasangh, which was the Perkasa to the BJP. So he is a Hindutva icon, but he is not from the Sangh's tradition. And there had always been a little bit of a distance between the two. But this time, this National Executive Meet seems to have reduced some of that distance between the two. And thus, this common cause with him is an acknowledgement by the RSS that he's a genuine Hindutva mascot and his reach across the country could be leveraged. What is the second implication? The second implication is that the BJP-RSS Cold War that began just ahead of the Lok Sabha polls, accentuated by BJP President JP Nadda's interview, where he said that the BJP was more than capable of fighting elections without the help of the RSS. now appears to be at an end. Now, the BJP's subpar performance in the Lok Sabha polls showed that the BJP needed the RSS. And the opposition's effervescence at having BJP brought down by 60 seats in the Lok Sabha and the very attacking language that was used in Parliament against the RSS showed the RSS that whatever its internal issues with the BJP, a non-BJP government at the center was inimical to its interests. Thus, we saw as a result of all of this, between June 4th and the Jammu and Kashmir Haryana elections, we saw the return of RSS man Ram Madhav to the BJP and a strong campaign by the RSS in the Haryana Assembly polls. Now, the rallying behind the Hindu unity sentiment, therefore, is evident in the preparations that are being made for the Maharashtra and Jharkhand Assembly polls as well. Both states are ideologically crucial to the Sangh Parivar. Maharashtra, the home of the RSS, is the second biggest state in terms of the Lok Sabha MPs and is also India's financial powerhouse, while Jharkhand as a tribal state is where the RSS has been working to prevent what they term as conversions and to burnish the Sangh's subaltern credentials of also being representative or penetrating the tribal civil society. Thus, senior Sangh office bearer Atul Nimay has been deputed to coordinate with the BJP in Maharashtra in terms of campaign and even deploying personnel on polling booths, etc., and getting voters to booths, which is what had not happened in the Lok Sabha elections, especially on seats where NCP or Ajit Pawar candidates had fought. There was a big difference of opinion between the BJP and the RSS on getting Ajit Pawar into the NDA fold. So that apparently has been kept on the back burner this time around, and the RSS is very much on the ground in this particular assembly poll. In Jharkhand, the Vanvasi Kalyan Ashram, an allied organization of the RSS, has been made active. Now, for the opposition, what does this mean for the opposition? Well, this is not good news for the opposition. The success of the opposition parties in the last Lok Sabha polls, especially in Uttar Pradesh, had been attributed to the breaking up of the BJP's social coalition of upper castes, non-Yadav OBCs and non-Jata Dalits. Now, the impact of the Samvidhan Badal Denge narrative, where BJP saying that they were going to go beyond 400 seats in the Lok Sabha, was extrapolated to mean that this was being done. And in fact, to be fair, a lot of BJP leaders did say themselves that to make big changes in to make constitutional changes, one needed a large number of MPs in the Lok Sabha, etc. So there was a real fear among marginalized communities that this change in the constitution that was being talked about would be the end of reservations for marginalized communities in India. So a lot of voting went against the BJP from even quarters where they were expecting they had got support in the past. So all of this had happened in the Lok Sabha election of 2024. Now, this was also added on to the fact that there was a cold war between the BJP and the RSS throughout that election. And RSS has a great penetration of civil society. By the BJP's political unpopularity in certain states is now being sought to be overturned by a larger narrative of Hindu unity and consolidation of a community being under siege, and the saving of this community apparently can only happen under the Sangh and the BJP. Now, this is the narrative that the opposition needs to find a counter for, and that is why we have spent the last 10 minutes talking about this tiny slogan of Batenge to katenge that popped up a couple of months ago. Clearly, BJP seems to have taken, and even the RSS seems to have taken, some lessons from the results of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. It will be interesting to see how this pans out in Maharashtra and Jharkhand, whether this particular narrative holds water or not. Hope you like this episode, and do follow and subscribe to the Hindus YouTube channel if you want more such content. For this week, however, I say goodbye at this point. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you next week.